If you've ever built a Lego set in the span of your life, or you had a collection of Lego, then you know about the bin. That treacherous, conniving, scheming mass of bricks that you will eventually lose every set you know and love to it. I made it my job to undo the wrong that the bin has done, or in this case, the bins. I used to have one big bin, and then I got so much more Lego that my whole entire family spent like a month completely sorting all of my Legos into colors and then putting them into separate smaller bins, so it was easy for me to sift through to build things, and it was just better for storage. I decided I'm gonna make it my job to undo all of that heinous destruction to these old sets, even though that's what they're designed for, creativity, and rebuild the Imperial Shuttle set 75094. So yeah, that's what this is. So in total, the set has about 930 pieces. I did leave out a couple of side builds, like a crate with thermal detonators and then a gun rack, as well as the minifigures that were included in the set originally. I just didn't think it was necessary, and I'm just focusing on the ship build itself, not like the whole set. So about 40% of those 900 bricks, I would say, are white bricks, so I decided to start with the majority and then work my way down just to like the little bits and pieces. So starting with the white, it wasn't too bad all in all. Some pieces were easier to find than others, but I got it done. Hey, it is the next day, and I finished all the white pieces. Next, I'm going to move to light bluish gray, which is the next most common part. And then the last part I had to find for the white was this like 17 stud long Technic bar. And for the life of me, I could not find the second one. There's supposed to be two of these. And so I have all my white pieces sitting out on my mats here, and I'm like, whatever, I'm just gonna use another 9 long, like a 9 stud long bar, and then like get another light bluish gray piece to finish it out. And so I have like a little like dustpan scooper to scoop up all my Legos into my bins, and I scoop that up, and as I pick up the 9 long bar to go look in my light bluish gray, I find the other one. You don't find them until you're not looking for them. It's like Narnia, which was frustrating. Also, bummer, but it is what it is. I had to cannibalize my Lego Mythrix. There was a lot of brackets I needed, so I'm just gonna use underhand brackets for this guy. I needed 12 overhang brackets, and his legs were full of them, so he'll be okay. He'll heal. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Anyways, we're gonna do light bluish gray, and then probably dark gray, and then we'll go back to all the little nitty gritty colors stuff. So. Yep. So, right after I finished gathering all of the light blue-gray pieces, I decided that I would just hop right into the black pieces and get those figured out. However, while I was sorting through all my black pieces, my camera died, and rather than waiting for my camera to recharge so I could record me getting on my hands and knees and sifting through another 4 different colors of Lego, I finished up the black, and then I moved on to the dark gray, and then just finished everything there. So in this ARC 170 box, I have the entire Imperial Shuttle is in this ARC 170 box. It's just packed full. So yeah, I'm gonna get to building in a little bit. I think I'm gonna take a break because my back is absolutely killing me. I've just been on my floor for like about 3 hours actually. Yeah, I made sure to check every single one. You can see in the time lapse I'm doing it, but there it is. Every piece I need, with some color modifications, just because some of the pieces are hidden. So some are easier to find than others. Cut to me building in a little bit here. This thing is absolutely gorgeous, and I'm so insanely happy with how the set turned out. So this actually used to be my older brother's set, and I'm like the Lego guy in my family, so I have all of the Legos in my room. I feel bad, but there have been sets my older brother and my little brother have had that I have completely demolished for parts and pieces that I were using at the time. But this was his. This was my first time building it. And I gotta say, it was such a fun build, and it turned out incredible. I did the substitutions that I used for some of the pieces. They did actually end up showing, which I didn't think they would, but I sense fixed one of them in the back here. There's some double-sided snot bricks that you could see right here, this little light gray brick, was actually black, but I fixed it. And then the other thing is this red right here. That should be a black 1x3, but maybe I'll fix it into like a light gray or a dark gray 1x3. Not that it really matters, not that I really care. There are some other modifications that I want to make to this, smoothing out the ship around the middle section where all the stuff is, where the seating's at. I'm just going to smooth these out with tiles as much as I can. There is some overlap of the wings here, so I don't know if I can fit tiles on this, but I definitely can fit them here. And then I'd never seen it when it was in flight mode. I had only seen it when it was in its landing mode, because it's just so difficult to display in its flight mode. But I made a stand so I can display it in its flight mode, which I think looks absolutely amazing. I much prefer this way as opposed to the landing mode. But yeah, I'm really happy with it, and I can't wait to continue doing this with some of my old sets. I think it turned out amazing. I have a TIE bomber set that I'm going to build, and then I think I'm actually going to build my old Imperial V-Wing. I have that from 2011 when I was 6 years old. So that's a really nostalgic set for me when I end up doing that. Anyways, that's about it. I had a blast doing this. Let me know what other things you want to see me do. Comment down below. And that's about it. Have a good one.